Hello and welcome back to NoMansSky, everybody. ElanPaul here with your weekend anomaly mission. This is for the weekend of, let's see, September 12th through 14th, 2025. So we're going to go ahead and get this mission done and post it for you folks to check out what the anomaly mission is all about. Now, for those of you new to NoMansSky, I want to thank you all for being here, and I hope you're enjoying the game. The whole point is have fun, guys. That's the whole point here. So every weekend, starting Fridays, the Hello Games programmers, if you will, add in a special mission here inside the Anomaly, and it takes place here at the Nexus. And you'll see there's a little special icon right above the Nexus here. It's blue, and that indicates that there's a special mission here today. So if you go into the Nexus and you select it, you'll be given the usual assortment of missions, if you will, but there's always one special one that gives you 1,800 Quicksilver. Always a great mission to do, get you extra Quicksilver. We can all use more. Now, there's always a couple different things. Now, we're going to construct an outpost here. That's the mission here, and we're going to get not only the Quicksilver, we're going to warp hypercore out of it, which is always a cool thing to have, and a secondary reward you're going to get, in my case, is 410,000 units. Not that I need any more, but still, it's nice to have the Quicksilver too. So let's go ahead and get this mission started, and we're on our way. So we'll show you the how this mission works out, and we're going to be using one of my Corvettes here. So this is my my double bug, if you will, is what I call this one. I love the way this thing is shaped out. It's such a cool little ship. So we're going to go ahead and get this going here. There we go. Space Beetle. Yeah, that's right. I called it the Space Beetle. It's actually a double Space Beetle because it's the Beetle and it has like a little beetle on top. So now, if you're wondering about that big protrusion on the top, that's the Deadeye cannon. I'm just playing around with that to see how that works out. So, all right, here we are in our new system. Just to show it off, we're just going to see if the mission will show me the place to go. Oh, really? Mission target is very distant? What? Using nearby structures. That is the strangest thing. I've never seen that happen before. So apparently, because I'm in Eisentum, it tells me that it's not going to work where I'm at. It didn't take me to the right system, so it took me to a new system. And it's not telling me where it's located at again. Habitable planet, is that the one over there? Nope. You're taking that one looks like a pretty one over there. I don't know why you won't want that one. All right, so we're going to go here. All right, so you don't have to necessarily land at the location it's telling you to land at, but I'm going to go ahead and go over here anyway. You know, I honestly don't know. Where are we? We're in the Euclid Galaxy. I don't know why it took me to the wrong system. That is the strangest thing I've ever seen happen. But this is what my ship looks like, by the way. I may have to adjust these Deadeye cannons, but I want to try them out right now. So that's what my ship looks like. Nothing special. You know, this isn't like a Beeble Bum build here. This is just my build. So I really like this ship and the way it operates. Still haven't fixed that that unit at the bottom, that the back door keeping open like that. It's very, very odd. So very, very strange. All right. So we're going to come in. We don't have to land anywhere in particular. So I'm just going to bring it straight down. And we'll get started. Oh, it's one of these planets. Are you calling this habitable? Good grief. This is a crazy planet to be building a quote-unquote habitable base on. Let's go up here on top of this rock. I think I like it better here. You don't have to land. You can just exit if you wish, but I'll go ahead and land. And it opened up the rear hatch again. That's funny. All right. Strange coloring on this planet. It's like a black and white. It can show up the red only. That's really, really interesting. Makes me look pretty cool. That's good. Anyway, so first thing we're going to do is basically what it's telling us. We've got to get a little ways away from our Corvette, and then we should be able to drop down what it tells us to. All right, base computer first. So we'll get this going. Search the archives, claim the base. And usually it builds out the base based on what you already have acquired through the Anomaly, through all the parts and pieces that you've acquired for cosmetic items and base items. So very interesting creatures over there. I'm going to go ahead and scan them because there's only usually one. There we go. All right, good deal. So anyway, let's, and for that, by the way, if you go into the discoveries and you select one, you get an extra 250 nanite bonus. So, hey, that's worth it. Just go ahead and grab it, man. All right, we're back out of here. So what does it want? It wants me to build a biodome. So that requires glass, of course. I don't know if I have any on me. No, what do you know? I do. I got so much crap on me. I've been basically trying to clean out inventory is the reason why you see all that there. So anyway, so let's get this biodome going. I can build 4 of them. We're going to build just one. We may have to build another one, but we'll see. We need to put up a door, and it will try to highlight where we need to build things. So don't do the hollow door. Do the regular door that it tells you to build. This requires pure ferrite, just as a thought. There we go. All right, door's built. Needs 2 curved corridors, and that's going to be back up here. There it is. They also require pure ferrite, so we'll go ahead and get that going. 1, and I'll curve it back the other way. There's 2. All right, and it wants another biodome. I had a funny feeling it was going to tell me to do that, so there we go. There it is. All right, now we need to do power supplies. Now, the funny thing about these things is if you build the power supply on these particular units, it will actually power them up. So you can do them outside if you wish, but if you're looking to maybe keep one of these things, yeah, just put them inside. So we're going to go to the power icon, power supplies. That's going to be right here. There we go. It wants us to use biofuel reactors. How many does it want? It wants 6 of them. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, requiring oxygen, as you can see, 4 and a metal plate, 5 and 6. There we go. All right. Now they're not powered up yet, so yeah, we can add power to them. If you go in here, just so you know, you can add fuel to this. Don't add a lot, but you can do it in 1 of 3 different issues: the carbon, the condensed carbon, or oxygen. If you just put like 5 in, it gives you 6 hours of power, and it's not really enough to power this thing up because you have too much going on in these things, but it will tell you how much power you've got. See, 50 output. Grid status not connected. All right, so maybe they're not powering the system up. Let me check here. You can put some wire between them, and I'm going to go ahead and do that anyway, just because for the general knowledge of doing so. And then we're going to hook it up to one of the outside ports over here. There's one right over there. All right, I had a funny feeling that didn't make a difference. Okay, let me get another one going. Okay, see, it just required a little bit more. There it is. Okay, so that was enough to get them going, but we have to do a livestock feeder, livestock unit, and an automated feeder. Those are kind of tough. They require a lot more components, so hopefully you guys have them. They're located in here. Where they are. There we go. Livestock unit requires metal plating and 2 polyfiber, and an automated feeder requires 10 creature pellets to build. I'm surprised I don't have any on me. I usually have a ton of those things. Let me get the creature pellets going. They just require carbon. I'm just going to get a whole bunch. There we go, because I need some extra. All right, let me do the automated feeder first. We'll get that out of the way. There it is. And for the polyfiber, you're going to have to make that. So hopefully you have the recipe. Man, I got so much crap in my inventory right now. Let me see, where is it? There it is. Polyfiber there. Requires 100 cactus flesh and 200 star bulb. All right. For that, I'm going to pull in my freighter. There we go. And I'm going to check its inventory. Now, let's see if I can build it now. Yeah, I can do it now. But 100 cactus flesh and 200 star bulb. You know, I'm not sure if I have double that. Let me just check in here real quick. Let's see. So we have 250 cactus flesh. So I'm going to put that in my inventory. Hold on. And star bulb. There it is, right next to me. 460. We do have enough of that. So I'll leave that there, but we're not going to have enough of the other. So let me check here. What are you doing? I don't care about that. Okay, let me see. So, yeah, we need 400 of that. We need 200 cactus flesh, so we should have just enough. Okay, should have just enough, I guess. Hold on, let me check. Where's the inventory? There you go, 200. We have barely enough. All right, so let's go ahead and just make it. Oh my gosh, would you stop with that? There we go. Back over here. 1, and I should be able to make 1 more. There we go. See, it kind of leaves me a little bit shy on that. Let me stick that back in the freighter. I'll probably make some more later. All right, or find some more later anyway. We're going to do this thing here. Okay, there we go. Livestock unit is in. What's next? Get our H button, should tell me. Connect them to power. So we do have to power these things up. So we'll grab the electrical wire. You just want to grab it from the outside here. Run it to 1. And from there to the other should be enough, but it probably won't be. It looks like it's lit up. Is that enough? Okay, upload base. Yeah, we got it. That was it. All right, so our base computer's over here. We have to upload the base. And upload. Okay. And there it is, mission complete. Now, my suggestion is before you just delete your base, because if you want to keep it, that's up to you guys. My suggestion is do yourself a favor and collect all the stuff back again with the X button. I'm actually going to go inside. I mean, I'm a little frugal about this stuff. There we go. Collect those. We don't need them anymore. Got the door, got the corridors, got that unit. Okay, we're all done. So you get all that stuff back. So that's usually a good idea. And then go back in here and just delete the base. And it serves two purposes. You get all your materials back again if you don't want to have a base here, and you don't clog up the community with a whole bunch of bases you don't need. So there's that. All right, so there we go. Got that done. Where is my ship at? That's a common occurrence with me, guys. I will say that quite often and say, hey, where's my ship? You know what? My ship isn't here. They took my ship away. How dare they? I'm stranded. I can't get home anymore. Well, who knows? Let me pull in my... Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, it says I have my replicator. That's weird. It got rid of my Corvette completely. All right, so we're going to bring in our Corvette. Why don't we bring in the other one? Let's bring in the Titan. It's a little smaller. There we go. Big sucker. Yeah, this is one of my original Corvettes that I used. And yeah, it's quite massive inside. It's got a lot of stuff in here. But the lighting in this place stinks. All right, so we have to return to the Nexus. So we're going to go ahead and take off again. There we go. There, now we got some color again. That was really creepy. Really creepy. A chromatic, like, planet of some sort. Very strange. But that's okay. I mean, that's what makes NoMansSky really, really cool. And why I enjoy it so much, so. Okay, coming in. Eventually. That's one thing about the Corvettes, too. They do take a long time to get back into the station. They move slow. Alright, there we go. Finally landing. Okay, there we go. Got it. And we're out of here. Let's go back to our teleporter pad. We'll go back to the Nexus and claim our reward. And there we go. And you see, complete mission. Now, before you hit complete mission, remember, you can do one or two things here. You can change your exit setting to return back to your home system, or you can stay in the mission system if you really liked what you saw here. Frankly, I'm going to go back to the home system. Okay, so we're going to complete our mission and call it done. All right, so we got our Warp Hypercore. We got 1800 Quicksilver. I usually go over here and I check our Quicksilver vendor because the very top item on here, number 1, usually has some stuff that we can unlock as a community, but they don't have any right now because the Expedition's going right now. That's right, folks. Corvette Expedition is going live right now. You can access it through the Expedition Terminus over here and start a new run with your current character that you have right now. I haven't had any problems with it myself. I haven't pulled any technology or cargo over with me when I played it, but I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But I've run through this thing with no problem whatsoever, so I suggest that you can probably get these missions done from inside your character itself, from one of your main saves. So feel free to do that. One other thing I usually do is I usually head back to my ship at the very least, and I go and do a restore point. So you can run all the way to your cockpit up there, jump in and out of the chair. I sometimes have a save point set up in my ship. There we go. and then you get a restore point. See, it does auto restore, but it's good to get your own restore point before you quit. So that's pretty much it, folks. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I want to thank you all for watching. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you like what you've been seeing, and I really appreciate all the support the channel has been having lately. It's been absolutely phenomenal. I am going to be doing a long playthrough series soon. We're going to start from a fresh save, brand new. We're going to go normal mode this time. I've done permadeath, I've done survival mode. We're going to go normal mode this time, and we're going to do a story mode playthrough. So I'm going to read everything. We're going to try to a little bit act out the parts. Don't be overwhelmed by that one. That's not that great, but we'll enjoy doing it, and that's the whole point. You'll get to see how the game is played a little bit more. And we'll show you a couple of the things, like things you can exploit and you can't exploit. Some of the glitches you can take advantage of, and whether you want to or not is up to you. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get that done. And again, it should be coming out in the next few weeks. So I will be having a video come out very shortly, probably in the next, probably over this weekend, regarding how to do the Corvette expedition in about the most efficient way possible. So if you want to check it out, appreciate you. And thank you very much, folks. Again, I will see you again in the next video. Ta-ta for now.